The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
Head coach Vanessa Taylor joining us now post-game, and dropped the decision against Presbyterian. Go back and tell us about what happened during today's game.
Tonight, we really struggled. Anytime you score 30-some points in a game, it's going to be a really tough night. With this, I talked very early about we having to do a better job finishing. Certainly, we were decent from the free throw line, but just from the field. A lot of those shots that we missed actually are shots that we work on every day, just being ready, just finishing. Those shots really hurt us tonight. And then some blown defensive assignments. You know, we know that number 14 was a three-point shooter, and several times we lost or was late, and she made us pay for it. Presbyterian did a good job, I thought, tonight, just moving that basketball and forcing us to keep adjusting defensively. And unfortunately, we came up short.
Well, you had Nikki Works. She tied the game high in rebounding, and you had Tisha Dixon, who had 8 boards for Nikki Works. Talk about them and their work in the low block.
Well, in terms of what we expect from our interior, they're generally supposed to lead us. So they know scoring-wise and rebounding-wise that this team goes as they go, as well as Raquel Davis, who had a tough night, very early foul trouble, and that hurts us. She knows how much of an impact that she has to be for this team with it. So we have to make sure we assess the damage from this particular game and figure out those things that we have to do better. We know what it is, but I think our young women now, reality has set in, because certainly they have the desire to represent the university better than we did today. We certainly did not do our best today, and so we have to protect the nest better with our defensive presence and offensively being able to finish on the inside.
Well, after a packed December schedule over the first 3 weeks, you now have 2 weeks off before you return back home to take on Bluefield State. What are you looking to accomplish during this break here in the middle of the season? Well,
one of the things we'd like to do is to get everybody healthy. Right now we have 3 young women that we're looking to get back into the rotation. Rachel Williams was not able to play today at the point guard spot. She generally starts for us, and Alexis has been a trooper, logging the number of minutes that she's had to play with her being out, and as well Corona Morton, who has been a spark off the bench for us, and then we'll add Maya Jackson. So that'll give us more numbers and more depth on the interior with our play, and so we're excited about that. So for becoming healthy, one thing with this time off. Unfortunately for us, we were not supposed to have this many days, but we had an issue with the game that was scheduled with the particular team backing out of that game, and so put us in a tough spot, but we're going to work through it. We'll use that time wisely to make sure that we're ready as we get prepared for Bluefield, because there'll be a tough team coming in here, and so that's where we are right now. We want to get healthy. We want to make sure that we are understanding what needs to happen, and we execute that well going into the second half of the season as we prepare for conference play.
All right, Coach, if you would, go back and talk about the first half of the season and your overall observations.
We started the year wanting to be more of an up-tempo team and able to exploit people on the inside with our size. And so we've been a little inconsistent with that. At times our pressure has been great. Actually in the win we had over UNC Asheville, that pressure was key for us, and we've been able to, even in the game against Virginia Tech, we were able to, once we began to press, create a turnover kind of environment for us. What we've got to do is when we create those turnovers, we have to do a better job of managing and making sure we're scoring out of the turnovers that we're actually creating. Today, we were not as effective with our pressure in terms of our movement, some of the fouls we had, and just our decision making. And so those things will improve for us as we go forward by watching a lot of film, knowing what we're looking for, doing a better job of our angles with the traps, and getting to the next pass much sooner.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.
Thank you, Jonathan. Happy holidays.
CBS. That stands for Car Buying Simplified. Shop CBS Mitsubishi in Durham or choose from over 500 quality used vehicles at any of our 6 convenient locations. Hurry to CBS Mitsubishi at cbsqualitycars.com.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.